That has not been out 30 years. What are you talking about?
It's Animal Crossing been out.
What the hell are you talking about?
Stop it, over 30 years. Come on now.
That thing came out in the 2000s. What are you talking about?
No, it didn't.
What?
Stop it.
Wait.
Somebody
What
quickly.
game?
Animal Crossing.
That came out on Super Nintendo. Stop it.
That game was not out.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
Uh,
Because the first Animal Crossing I saw was on game.
Listen, Nintendo
Animal
was
Crossing came out on
135.
GameCube. He bugging.
Listen,
He just salty right now because State of Play was fucking trash.
What you talking about? We killed it. From here, from today all the way out.
Animal Crossing was the initial release date for the very first Animal Crossing was 2001. That was on GameCube. I remember when that came out.
So you're right. You said 2000.
My bad.
Hey, hold on one second.
Yeah,
I think we live. Yeah, we are live. We live.
Yeah.
We live.
Oh, we live? Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, hold on one second. I just gotta stand some change. I'm about to be with y'all motherfuckers in real time. Hold on one second. Yeah, hold on, wait, hold on. I'm right here. No, that's not me. That's not me. Here I am, right here.
What game is this?
Hold on one second. Monetization. We got here. Hold
That shit
on.
like a HD version of fucking Sea of Thieves.
Gaming. Hold on.
They're like,
Ori.
Hey, post up. Keep that same energy, brother. Hype up inside Xbox.
There's nothing you can say that's going to stop what just happened with State of Play.
What are you talking about?
Like I
No
said
matter
again,
how
they
bad
killed
inside
Play got
the
women for the last of
Play
This
is
State
still
of
the
Play
L.
killed anything that Xbox.
Hey, anybody know how Modern Warfare's campaign look?
Stop it.
All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm about to put it up on the live screen right now.
Atlas.
Let me know.
You done missed the first. You done missed the first game. Nigga.
Oh, I know. I'm coming in right now, bro. Hold up.
He probably glad he missed it.
All right,
Let's
everybody move your
address
mics.
the peg-legged elephant in
Let
the
me know,
room.
can y'all see my
Yes,
screen?
Sea
See the
of
showing
Thieves
anything.
exists. It's awesome, but Atlas is really a very different type of experience. They're basically on opposite ends of the pirate spectrum, which is something that exists now. Basically, you have Jack Sparrow on this end of the spectrum, and on the other side is Captain Phillips. Look at me. I'm the captain now. You remember that?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't.
I might have chosen Kermit. Yeah.
To help us understand this more intense flavor of pirating
on the
lifestyle,
screen.
we have Atlas lead game designer Eric Wananen to tell us, well, all about Atlas. So, Eric, tell us all about Atlas.
Sure, yeah. So obviously, yeah, there are a lot of pirate offerings now.
Why that
there are
dude
a lot of
look
things
like that?
differentiate us from other pirate games, though. We want to create the ultimate pirate experience, and so Atlas is an online multiplayer survival pirate game. It's a massive open world that thousands of players can connect to simultaneously. One of the coolest things that differentiates us, though, in the pirate space is that we actually provide a truly persistent world. So if I build a ship or a base in one place and you visit that location, you'll actually be able to see exactly what I've built, and you can interact with it too. We've created this gigantic sandbox where we let players do pretty much whatever we want. We've given them the tools and freedom to do that in true pirate fashion. So, if you're a player that wants to get all your friends together and create a fleet of pirate ships to then terrorize the seas, you can do that. If you want to claim an island and then build your own pirate hideout, you can also do that. The world is truly your oyster when it comes to Atlas.
Very good. I like the nautical theme there.
I can't stop making those little things, yeah.
So you talked about sort of the scale of what you can do, but when you're talking about a pirate game, there's certain things that you really expect. You want to battle sea creatures. You're going to want to pillage ships. You're going to want to lose all of your teeth because you don't have a fundamental knowledge of nutrition.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're going to be able to do these things?
Yeah, there's all those offerings and more, right? Including the vitamin stuff and the scurvy and whatnot. But, there's a lot of those classic moments that players are expecting too. Atlas at its core is a game about exploring, surviving, conquering the world with your friends and other pirates. But there's also those very iconic pirate moments, intense ship battles with cannons, storming decks and clashing swords with other players, searching for buried treasure and rustling it away from people that don't want to part with their booty, even building your own bases and defending them, or raiding and looting other player bases. That's just a handful of items that are those really classic pirate moments that players are expecting that are in Atlas. There's a lot more that players can expect when they get into the game and actually play.
So Atlas's freedom, it's not just what you can do in the game, but it's really how you can experience the game. There's a lot of options to how you can really interact with the world of Atlas.
Right, yeah, it's a very player goal-driven game, right? And so players set what they want to do and the stories that they want to tell in the game, and we give them the space and the tools to provide those stories for them to create, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about day one. You're launching into Xbox Game Preview.
That's right.
All right, so that means that's the beginning of this voyage for Atlas on Xbox.
Exactly.
What can players expect on that first day?
Right. So again, we are looking to get into releasing on Xbox Game Preview on October 8th. So it's 2 weeks away. One of the things that we're really excited about is crossplay support. So we're actually going to be having Atlas be crossplay enabled for both Xbox and PC on day one at launch. So players on both platforms will be able to play together in the exact same worlds on all of our official servers. Something else that we're working on is keyboard and mouse support for Xbox, so players can look forward to that. But one thing we actually really want to make sure Xbox players understand is that when we launch Atlas on Xbox, it's actually going to have full game parity with Xbox and PC. That means that whenever we push an update or we release new content for the game, Xbox and PCers will both get that simultaneously. It's not a different game for Xbox or a different game for PC. It's the exact same game across both platforms.
You're saying a lot of the right things here. So let's take out our spyglass and look a little bit, forward down the line of the game preview voyage for Atlas. I'm thinking back to you guys made Ark Survival Evolved, and I had a really wild run through early access. I remember playing it on its first week out, and I think I was like bashing a fish with a rock and then eating it raw, like a proper cave person. 6 months later, I saw people flying on the backs of pterodactyls firing SMGs, and I was like, how is this the same game?
Sure, lots of changes over time, right?
Exactly. So why don't you talk a little bit about some of the changes we can expect down the line with Atlas?
Sure. So we're looking to follow a very similar approach with Atlas, right? Evolution over time, especially in game preview. So basically how we're going to treat future updates for Atlas, we're going to be rolling them out in sort of multiple phases. And so each phase will have sort of a specific area of the game that we focus on and that we tailor or make improvements to. For example, the first update that we're going to be really focusing on once we release on the 8th is going to be sort of general upkeep stuff, quality of life improvements for the game, bug fixes, performance increases, those sorts of areas. But then after that, the area of focus we're going to have is that the phase on seas, ships, and sailing updates. Ships and sailing are such an important part of Atlas. It's really core to that pirate fantasy. And so we want to make them an even bigger part of the game than they currently are. So that means things like making ships easier to acquire and easier to sail, new additional types of encounters on the ocean, new activities for players to do on their ships. We want players to be able to enjoy themselves even more when they're out on their ships. So we're going to be focusing on updates that target those areas specifically. But the most important part of all this, honestly, especially in game preview, is going to be player feedback, right? So it's a continually evolving process. We want to get player input. And so we want to invite and encourage Xbox players to join us both in our official forums and on social media so they can also be a part of helping make Atlas that ultimate pirate experience together.
All right, what is that website? What is that social media? Where can people find more about Atlas?
Sure, so you can visit us on our official website at playatlas.com. We have an official Discord channel that players can join. They can chat in us. Sometimes devs drop in there too. And also on social media, you can find all the latest news and updates there as well.
Eric, thank you so much. Now, before I let you go, I have to ask, what did the ocean say to the pirate?
I don't know.
Nothing. It just waved.
Oh.
They're going to cut my mic now, and actually, I really deserve that. So let me use my last moments here on the show to debut the newest trailer for Children of Morta. This game's an action RPG roguelite where you gradually meet and unlock more members of your family as you play. It's kind of like Thanksgiving dinner, just without all the unnecessary political ramblings from my Uncle Yuri at the end of the table. He knows what he said. We're proud to share an in-depth trailer now, revealing some never-before-seen characters and the date of this very anticipated, much buzzed about game's Xbox debut. Please enjoy Children of Morta.
Children of Morta is an action RPG with a roguelite approach to character development, where you don't play a single character, but a whole extraordinary family of heroes. Hack and slash through hordes of enemies in procedurally generated dungeons, caves, and lands, and lead the family of Bergsons with all their flaws and virtues against the forthcoming corruption. Gameplay-wise, it's a unique mix of action-adventure RPG, roguelite, and hack and slash game. By leveling up, you develop not only individual characters, but also the entire family. There is no permadeath, and you can change family members between the dungeon runs. The story takes place in a distant land, but copes with themes and emotions common to all of us. Love and hope, longing and uncertainty, ultimately loss and sacrifice we are willing to make to save the ones we care for the most. Ultimately, it's about a family of heroes standing against the encroaching darkness.
The frames on the game is trash. You know,
You can
it's
choose
not even
from 6
charming as
different
one of them
family members,
indie
each
games.
one
You know what I'm
having
saying?
unique skill sets.
Usually the indie
The
games,
father,
even though they look
John,
cartoon,
protective
they run
warrior
smooth.
with a
You know what I mean?
sword and shield.
Yeah, but this shit is like, you know what, we have better,
The elder
like,
daughter,
better indie
Linda,
games
a
or
precise
last
archer.
generation. Like, you know,
Kevin,
we love
a
Xbox
quiet
360
fighter
arcade
equipped
titles,
with
whatever it's
deadly
called back then.
daggers.
Like, this shit
Lucy,
is like some
a
NES
lively
shit. Like,
and
come on,
bold
what the fuck
fire
is this?
mage.
Yeah, this is
Mark,
trash.
They
a
don't even show
mindful
well.
martial
I don't know
arts
why I
fighter.
like the song. They
And
just don't
Joey,
get it. Like,
who
shit, like, this
smashes his
doesn't even
enemies
show
with a
well.
sledgehammer.
Like, why do you, I mean, even having
Ranged
inside
attacks,
Xbox,
magic
and not even
spells,
saying it's
blocks,
Sony Shield
stuns,
free, because
evasions,
of
and
what The Last of
passive
Us
skills.
did, right?
It's all
Yeah,
there
that was
for
it.
you
Hey,
to discover,
but they
Post
unlock,
is this your
and
team?
upgrade. Check out different setups and find your
Shoot
preferred
something.
way of combat. In Children of Morta, there is
I'm looking
no
at that
classical
lineup, though.
inventory system.
Their
but
lineup,
instead,
except for Last
there
of
are
Us 2,
dozens
looks
of
better than what
items that
State
you
of
can
Play was,
randomly
but they got to
find on
show
your
some
way.
shit.
They can give you
exclusively.
passive buffs,
That's tight, you know what I
modify
mean?
your attacks, allow to spawn
Like,
powerful
what's the name?
foes, and more.
You can't even celebrate
And
that
if you
because it's a
don't like what you
multiplat.
find, you can always stop by
what's
a
that
store
Obsidian
and
game?
purchase stuff from a
The
merchant.
Outer Worlds.
All
Yeah.
the dungeons in the game are
up,
procedurally
and that's part
generated,
of
which
the
means their
problem, too,
layout
is
is different
everything
with
is a-
each
everything for them
adventure.
is a
They can be from
multiplayer,
2 to
so-
4 levels of each dungeon.
And then the games
so
that they got,
so
the
this,
Halo gives
so
them
this how the
more.
fuck we gonna start this shit, huh? We already gonna start this shit on a bad note, huh? Oh, goddamn. Goddamn Xbox. We gonna start this shit on a shitty ass.
Hey, what up, baby?
Each one represents a different part
Oh
of the
my
Morta
god.
realm.
This is
The
the
Calvi
cartoon ass
volcanoes,
version of Diablo.
the city of
Simple as
Barahut,
that.
and the land of Terra Lava.
I mean,
Or
Each
League of
filled with
Legends. I guess whatever got
I
that
get there's an audience for this, but this don't play well. The frames look garbage.
Play with your
It
friends
just
or
this looks
This is a
pitiful.
PC
Hey,
game. What's the
It's
Xbox game?
about
Em-
family
em-
after all.
embrace
It's
your
a
game
it's a
pass
P it's a
PC.
PS4
yeah.
and Xbox
But
and
online
Xbox
co-op
game.
is in development.
Yeah, the shit been out on PS4 for a minute.
Embrace Game Pass. This is what Game Pass is. From here on out.
Oh wait, this is coming on Game
Hand-drawn
Pass?
stylish pixel art. They
You
say
know
a
all of
picture
their
is worth
games come
1,000
day and date
words,
to Game
so
Pass.
just take a look and embrace it.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
I hope that
The
I mean,
game
shit.
costs
Maybe
$21.99.
you know this is like
Will
what the
be
second
available on
goddamn
Xbox
game they
One
didn't
on
introduce because I don't know
October
what that
15th. Be
was.
sure not to miss it.
That other one, was it like a DLC for Sea of Thieves or something? I don't know.
Ever since we announced Project xCloud, everyone has asked one question. When can I get my hands on it? Well, luckily we're joined by Project
$21.99 too
xCloud
much.
Corporate Vice President Kareem Chowdhury to provide
Should
some
be
updates on that.
$12.99.
Kareem, great to see you.
You too, Larry.
And you get a package.
Now, I know you're not just coming by
A cooler
to
and
say,
a pack of
hey,
cooler.
things are going pretty good. You got some really good news coming up, don't you?
We do.
All right, we're going to talk about that in
This
just a minute. But
this is
first,
bad.
can you bring
This
people up
is-
to speed? What
Oh
is
my
Project
goodness.
xCloud?
Project xCloud is our technology
What the
platform to
hell?
stream console games from the cloud. We're incredibly excited
shit.
about it. We've been
They're really
working
going in depth about
really
the damn
hard
thing.
on turning our Xbox One console into a server version that we're deploying in Microsoft data centers around the world.
Hey, so
we've
was
been
I- so
testing
was I
at
right?
home, we've
The
been testing
Xbox
as
guys'
employees, we've rolled it out to broader
Expectations
Microsoft.
is so low
And now
for
we're
inside
ready
All I
to
got
the
to
say-
next step where
shows,
we invite
but
the
extremely
public to
not
join
for
our
Sony's.
public preview.
Hey,
Now,
J-Dog,
you and
I
I have
got
been
a
working
question
at
for
Xbox
you.
for a long time, worked on a lot
Where's
of different
Tim Dog?
projects, but this one,
Where's Tim Dog?
Project
Tim
xCloud
Dog bumping them
is
guys
massive,
hard.
isn't it?
It is.
They're about to
We're
talk-
taking
they're about
all
to
the
talk about
fun,
xCloud, y'all.
joy,
Hold on.
complexity
Oh,
of the console,
okay,
all
hold
the
on.
joy and complexity of the games, and we're putting it together, deploying it in the data centers to be able to stream an experience to users wherever they are.
Now I hear you at home, you're saying, hey, you said there's going to be news. What is the news? Kareem, let's get to it. What do you have to share with us today?
Our public preview is starting in October, and we are opening our signups today.
That is exciting news. Now, if you want to go to the signups, you just need to go to the URL on the screen, right?
Exactly.
And then-
And we're going to be in 3 markets where we're starting: the United States, the United Kingdom, and Korea. And we're going to be opening up the invitations. We're going to select people from who signs up, and we're going to start kind of small, and then we're just going to continually expand over time.
Once folks get into the preview, what can they expect?
Well, they can expect to play Xbox games in a way that they never have before on their mobile device. You know, the original Xbox launched with Halo, and so we're starting our public preview with Halo 5 Guardians.
Great news.
A title that I've loved and enjoyed. It's been great playing it on a phone. And we're going to have 3 other titles from our first-party studios in the preview as well. Gears 5, the brand new title that just shipped from the Coalition. Have an awesome time playing Campaign and Horde. We're going to put Sea of Thieves in there as well.
I personally have been having a blast playing on my Project xCloud next to my kids on the couch while they're playing on our Xbox One X.
Hey, yo,
and a phenomenal
I just tried to sign up and the page don't even exist.
Yeah, I mean, this is really exciting. I've been
Come on, Xbox.
Participate
Wait,
internally
did
in our
you just say the
internal beta
page
for
don't
quite some
exist?
time. and
It
being
don't
able to play on
exist.
the road.
I keep getting an
And I
error
wanna be very
page.
clear. You know, if you're
Oh
playing
my
something
God.
on your
It's
console,
xbox.com/streaming.
you get into the program, it's just going to pick up your achievements, your save game, all of that. Just goes with you.
Waste my time
Exactly.
with
We
this
are
shit.
not creating a separate ecosystem. So it's your account, it's your save game, your friends list, your multiplayer, your
bruh.
progression, your gaming history. It all flows between the two. So you can start Gears 5 on your console, and then you can pick up and play it on Project xCloud and vice versa. It's really up to you.
I can hear people at home smashing that URL right now to get in on it, but what do they need in terms of hardware to participate?
You need an Xbox One controller with a Bluetooth connection and an Android phone or tablet. We are starting on Android. And in terms of networking, we are going to work over Wi-Fi and a cellular connection. I want to double click on cellular just a little bit.
Let's talk about that.
You're going to work with any mobile provider that you have in the 3 regions that we listed. We are working especially close with, through technical partnerships with T-Mobile in the United States, Vodafone in the UK, and SK Telecom in Korea to make sure that we have a phenomenal experience for the customers.
I want to talk about Project
Mobile
xCloud is
Halo.
one part of Xbox game streaming. There's also another part called console streaming.
Mobile
Now, for those
Halo.
folks that can't
Because they're the first
themselves,
game
tell us what that means. What is the difference?
Right, Project xCloud is our technology to stream games from our cloud. Streaming from your home console is really just that. You have a console in your home that you paid for with games that you paid for. We're going to enable you to be able to stream those games to your mobile device as well while you're on the go. And we'll have more news to share about that at a future date.
All right, so there you go. Kareem's got the news for you. We're going to be rolling out the preview for Project xCloud in next month. Next month, and they participate. They just go to the URL on the screen to sign up, and hopefully they can join us.
Yeah, it's been an incredibly exciting time because I've watched people both on my team and within Microsoft get to enjoy games on Project xCloud, and the stories that they've been able to share have really been inspiring. So I'm excited to invite the public in. We're going to expand over time. We're going to make it better every single week based upon feedback, and I want people to join us, have fun, play, and share their Project xCloud stories.
Join us on the journey. Kareem, thank you so much for today and sharing the vision on how we're expanding the way players can enjoy their favorite Xbox games. Once more, head to xbox.com/game streaming if you would like to express interest in participating in the Project xCloud preview. And that's what we're all about here at Xbox, giving you the options to enjoy your favorite games however you want. And of course, a huge part of that is Xbox Game Pass. Kate and Ricari, what do you have for us about that?
Well, thank you, Larry, for asking. And we've got plenty of games to make sure you don't lose that healthy TV tan. We just all want you to glow. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at all the games coming to PC and console through Xbox Game Pass.
That's right, coming up very soon, like in about 2 minutes soon, we'll have a fresh batch of new games coming to Xbox Game Pass.
He's a contractor.
But first,
So-
we just released a gang of new games.
These
on
black
Game Pass
dudes.
For console. Now, if you like seeing dudes with spiky hair scream a lot and punch each other,
That's just like Goku here, right?
too true, R-Town, which is why we've added Jump Force to Xbox Game Pass for console. Now, if you're already a member, you can download the game faster than Goku charges a spirit bomb.
It does take a while. Now, we've also added Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Lego Worlds, both available right now to download and play on Xbox Game Pass for console.
Oh yeah, awesome game, high five!
You know what? We could not. Now, Xbox is out here providing you with, let's be honest, more games than you will ever have time to play, because being an adult is tough.
I thought they fired
Our
home.
personal mission to make sure that backlog never disappears, and we're just getting started. On that note, let's check out what's coming soon to Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Xbox Game Pass
Oh,
is
hell,
already
shit.
home to
This
amazing
motherfucker's
titles
already
like
on
Gears
Game
5,
Pass.
Blair
Ain't
Witch,
nothing new.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and Kingdom Come Deliverance, but we're just getting started. Here's a few of the titles coming to the service over the next few weeks. Fall is in the air, so put on that scarf and get ready to defend yourself from some pumpkin spice pillaging. In Bad North, you must defend adorable little villages from marauding Vikings, because let's be honest, marauding is just what Vikings do. Are you bored of racing games that offer humane levels of challenge? Do you want to restart every time you slightly miss a turn, or even think about missing a turn? Then check out Dirt Rally 2.0. Seriously, it's so tough, we gotta do it. We just have to. it might just be the Dark Souls of racing games. Cities Skylines is an urban planning sim that lets you cultivate the thriving utopia you wished you really lived in. Which is to say, yes, you can put your house on the same block as a Taco Bell. Enjoy this blast from the past, and we mean that very literally, since Saints Row 4 Re-Elected has a dubstep gun. Yeah, remember when people like dubstep? That's just the tip of the ridiculous iceberg in a game where you, the President of the United States, are trapped in a simulation by aliens and must fight your way out. It's kind of like The Matrix, but with dubstep. You know, I didn't really think I'd be saying that out loud today. Whether you're balancing the municipal books or presidentially punching aliens to dubstep, Xbox Game Pass for PC is dedicated to bringing you a variety of quality games. Make sure to check out the Xbox Beta app on September 26th for the next wave of games, and keep an eye on Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass PC on Twitter for up-to-date information.
What's up, Next Gen? What's up?
Look, we told you we weren't kidding when we said we were just getting started with
Look, I'm
Xbox
just
Game Pass.
watching this diabetic
Not
shit.
only are we adding new games to the Game Pass all the time, but we're also making improvements to the app itself.
We've got an Xbox Beta app update coming out in early October that includes UI enhancements to make it faster to browse your library. So I take it to me,
Well,
the
you heard
whole
me?
app is replaced
hold
by
on,
a
tell us
giant
something,
button that just says play Bloodstained Ritual of the
shit.
Night right now.
And we're also bringing a whole new group of indie games to the service through ID at Xbox. And a third episode of ID at Xbox Game Pass is in the works, and the team is really excited to share their latest news.
That includes titles like Genesis Noir, a hard-boiled detective story that takes place during the Big Bang. That's right, that Big Bang, the one that created our reality as we know it. You know, you couldn't have dames, whiskey, and jazz without the Big Bang, so it only makes sense, right?
That is true, Ricari. There's also Lonely Mountains Downhill, a game that challenges you to race down a mountain without wrapping yourself around a tree, or a rock, or another tree, or even bigger rock. I think you get the idea.
I do. Now, if either of those games weren't esoteric enough for you, then perhaps we can tempt you with a cult pinball action in Demon's Tilt. This game combines bullet hell shoot-'em-up chaos with pinball action and a generous slather of pentagrams. It's hard to describe a better Friday night, if I'm being honest. Pentagrams, yes, that's my Friday night.
Generous slather itself. These are just a fraction of the amazing indie titles that the ID at Xbox team cannot wait to show you, with more games to come from publishers like Team 17, Daedalic Entertainment, Devolver Digital, and much more.
To see the full slate of indie games and get a special behind-the-scenes look at their development, check out the ID at Xbox Game Pass Fall 2019 Showcase on the Xbox YouTube channel on September 26th at 9 a.m. Pacific.
Now listen, if a cult pinball is just the tease, you know the full reveal is gonna be good, so make sure to check it out.
The ID at Xbox Showcase may be a few days away, but you'll only have to wait a few minutes to see all the other amazing games we're featuring today.
So keep watching for an exclusive interview with the Outer Worlds senior narrative designer, an in-depth look at John Bernthal's role in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and a romantic comedy/puzzle game about death. It's the person, not the concept, just to be clear. Apparently Death really likes to dance. Who knew?
Well, you will, as long as you keep watching. But first, Jeff, you have a new Code Vein trailer for us, right?
I do, and you could call him Bloodstained, by the way. It's a fantastic game. They're playing it all weekend long. Now, we've got an exclusive look at a new enemy from the upcoming Souls-like Code Vein. Now, if you're not familiar, Code Vein takes place in a post-apocalyptic dystopia, is there any other kind, where anime vampires fight each other over dwindling blood supplies. We thought there were no more original ideas in this world. Code Vein launches on September 27th, so enjoy your first look at this enemy, the Cannoneer. Oh my God, Code Vein, like blood, vampires. I just got that.
Welcome.
And now we take you from vampires to a game featuring enemies that would rather suck your wallet dry. It's the hyper-capitalistic spacefaring RPG, The Outer Worlds. We've got Obsidian senior narrative designer Megan Starks on hand to walk Kate and Ricari through the finer points of the game. But first, for those of you who aren't familiar with the game, here's a deep dive in to The Outer Worlds.
Do you dream of working on the frontier of space? Are you searching for exciting off-world opportunities? Can you pass a basic aptitude test? Then come to Halcyon, where prosperity awaits you in the stars. Owned and operated by Earth's most distinguished corporations, Halcyon's colonists are guaranteed full employment.
He said dog shit.
Enjoy a productive life in one of our many employment communities.
And I'm a fan of these type of games, but this looks so stiff and I don't like it.
From gourmet dining.
This is diabetic gaming at its finest.
Housing. And company-approved social clubs.
Hey, what post up here?
I'm playing the last.
You never know what you'll find on.
Damn, I'm posted up at the space station right now. He trying to find if there's life.
For adventure? Apply for a post on Monarch instead. Gently terraformed and pristine, Monarch is an alien world just waiting.
Hey, nah, Floyd, it ain't me, bro. That's you gotta talk to Nephils and Noah. They and even King, they love this shit, bro. They think this is gonna be it.
Civilization.
Yeah, no. I'm just making this hype this game up.
Some restrictions apply. Monarch is currently undergoing renovations.
He said it, bro. He said a shitty Fallout copy. Fact.
No, K Mega was hyping this game up like no other.
Are you a brilliant scientist?
I don't know what's going on, That's crazy.
Or do you prefer working
Wait,
with
when
your
they just
hands?
shitting on State of Play? What's up? What's up?
State of Play.
Have you been rejected from?
Yes, State of Play.
No. Last of Us 2 was different, but no, that bullshit they showed us State of Play. Don't go too far, nigga. Don't go too far.
ML2K.
You know what? I'm tired of this shit.
It's snorting.
I'm about to make my dang on that.
That shit until Last of Us 2 is trash.
Look here, I'm about to claim my allegiance right now. As you all know, I was in strict
on the job,
heavy negotiations on either being part of the Xbox community or the Sony community. I was in deep negotiations with Phil Spencer. Well, not that deep, but it was somewhat deep. But if anything, late in the
and fear of heights.
pause. Anyway, late in the night, I took a dang on
Nobody
plane
cares, Trey.
straight to dang on Japan.
Nope,
where
nobody
I
cares.
signed on the dotted line to become the newest acquisition for Sony Entertainment. Look
like
at your
Darren.
boy now. Lucrative contract. I am what you would call Team PlayStation.
Hey, hold on. Let me put these girls right quick. AP the shooter. Posting and screaming right now on the phone with Phil. What are you doing, boss? That don't matter though. Obsidian next project will be a multi-plat though. That it is.
You won't find a warmer.
Wait, the next after this game right here, it'll be another multi-plat.
It's gonna be Ghost Recon.
Obsidian?
Anywhere in the universe.
No, he said Obsidian next project will be a multi-plat. You talking about outside of this right here?
Benjamin contracts and get on board.
I don't know.
Listen, all their studios are making multi-plats. They
And if it's on PC, I'm into multi-plat automatically.
He said they talk about break it down. I can't break this down, bro. You got to call Neithels.
Oh damn.
You have to call Neithels at the movie theater.
Post up and explain it.
Now he playing The Last of Us right now.
Post up went to Popeyes get a chicken sandwich.
I don't see how this is much different than Fallout.
It's like Fallout in space, but much better and glitchy and buggy.
But it's the timing of it.
Damn, Moss.
Chill.
Talking shit.
Yeah, he's snorting, man. Where all these cokeheads come from, man?
I did it and I do it again.
You're welcome.
I've
seen enough.
Come on, it's
Don't you come out there saying, come on.
Like, what is the game?
Okay, high level
Look,
overview.
Look, Microsoft advertised diversity. See, look, I look at there. Look, there's a brother right there. Our blacks.
franchise, Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, and Obsidian Entertainment, who made Fallout New Vegas.
So with this coming from the same developers that gave us Fallout New Vegas, what does that mean in terms of gameplay? Are we going to see familiar worlds in a sense, or gameplay? Like, take us through what we need to know.
Yeah, I would say if you like that game, you'll definitely enjoy this one. It's very similar because some of the team who made that game were also working on this game, and we did use it as a touchstone a little bit. But basically, it's like everything you would expect from a classic Obsidian RPG. It's story-driven, or player story-driven, basically. you know, the choices that you want to make impact the world, the way you want to role play in the game, all the different stuff that you want to do. And we also provide different play styles for each quest. So it's like, do you want to talk your way through? Do you want to do full-on combat, or do you want to sneak and do a stealth playthrough?
What if I want to run and gun? I can do that too,
Yeah, you
right?
can totally do that. Yeah, I know.
That's my play style. Look, you said whatever play style I want.
If you get me started, I just won't stop. But
well, that would explain why you're the senior narrative designer.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, basically it's like we have different, like, do you want to do crit path? Do you want to do side quest missions? And then also the NPCs will offer you like different types of quests, and you can.
Look how everybody stands around. This is
play
like the
them out,
Twilight
which
Zone. This
factions
is
you wanna
creepy
side
as
with,
shit, man.
Pit people against each other in different areas. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so let's talk
This
skills,
shit's
because we obviously have the
cringy as hell.
typical strength skills, speed skills, but talk to us about the leadership skills.
Yeah.
Because that's something that we can use in this game.
Yeah, that's something brand new that we wanted to add in because we're all about the different types of play styles, like I mentioned. One of them is companion-based, which is, do you want to do your leadership skill? It makes you a more effective leader for your crew of companions that you can optionally recruit in the game. They will like interject in conversations, they have opinions about the world, but also makes them more effective in combat.
I do have a follow-up to this, which means, does this mean that I could hypothetically have an army of my own minions to go about and do my business? Because I've honestly been needing that for quite some time.
Well, a very small army, but yes.
I'll take it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Companion.
Yeah, I mean, they do, you have like companion abilities, so you can tell them, like, I think people have seen Felix's drop kick where you're like, you know, go kick this old lady, or hopefully not.
Did this motherfucker just drop kick a dragon? Hey, bruh,
so
come on,
play
man.
that you want to play.
I mean, I
Bruh,
see
come on.
judgment here.
Yeah, I'm just saying it might have.
Hey, yo, don't soil Fallout's good name with this shit,
about
man.
it.
Don't
But
do
then
that.
we also have different
Hey,
perks.
we may have not had our best foot forward with 76, but don't do that,
So
man.
we talked perks, abilities, skills, and whatnot. I want to talk weapons.
It's
That's
over.
some crazy stuff.
Don't do
And I'm going to have
that
to
shit,
reference
man.
the card here because I know there's a shrink ray.
Yeah, and y'all gotta remember
Mandibular
too, Fallout New Vegas,
Rearranger. So
the first year that game came out, it got trashed. That same motherfucker they talking about at Obsidian had to apologize for months upon months upon months.
We have a lot of research.
And then it was a year later after they finally cleaned it up, and then started adding DLC that the game got popular.
One of them is the shrink ray and the mandibular rearranger. We do have others that you can find, but you'll have to play the game to
Yeah,
get
they
a hold
hired him
of
back
them.
on as a con. They gave him a new EBT
obviously,
card.
like, shrinks down
They only
your
put half
enemies
the
so that
stamps
you're
on it.
weaker and easier to kill.
They must have got a D
And the
card or something
mandibular,
for White Daddy.
yeah, and the
He can't get no
mandibular
cooked food.
rearranger is,
They
like,
just gave him half the
erases your
stamps on
facial
it.
features, so you might get like a giant nose and a tiny head and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny.
Little weaponized
Yeah,
Picasso.
yeah, we're always trying
Are you into
to
this
add in the
game?
humor
No,
in
no, I
every
don't like
aspect
it.
of the game. So yeah.
Well,
I don't like
Megan,
it.
thank you so much for bringing us through the
What was said on
wonders
the
of
show so
science
far?
and letting me say Pablo Picasso
I
on the
mean,
show.
it's trash too. It's, I mean,
Thank you. Yeah.
Right on. Obviously, the game
This
looks
is- it's trash, too.
incredible, and I cannot wait to shrink some heads
I
and
mean, they both trash.
also
They need to
the
get
age
both
out
of
of some
these shows.
things.
They should have showed Last of Us 2 on its own.
No, you can't show
And then they should have showed, I don't know what they should have showed on this side.
Speaking of which, we've got a peek at the latest Hitman 2 expansion in addition to a discussion with the developers of Afterparty, a game where you have to
Oh shit!
drink
Oh
Satan,
shit!
escape hell.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint!
Tuesday, Ricari. But
Oh,
first, it's
God.
time to
Look, we already know
introduce
Ghost
you,
Recon
all
is
of you,
gonna be an
to
amazing
the wonders
game.
of
Yeah,
very
shit.
large
That's
men.
my game,
Jeff,
baby.
And the open betas in 2 days.
what's going on with Gears 5?
Hey, is Lil Wayne still got that PlayStation controller in his hand?
Sweatshirt and the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sure. Well, you do.
Xbox catch a break.
We requested this desk just basically to hold
It
us up.
shows.
Well, unlike
They don't
my
even need
body
Sony to
mass,
step on their
Gears
neck. They
5
got
has
Lil
been
Wayne shitting on
growing
them.
and growing. Over 3 million players revved up their Lancers in the game's opening weekend. And all those players can look forward to a ton
Yeah, they
more
gave their
content.
fans something to be happy about, but why
content
why
well
not
over the
just
next
pull the
6
bullshit and
The
separate
folks
it
at
from the real
Coalition
shit? Just
are
show us
going to
Last of Us
add
2.
4
You
new
know what I'm
characters,
saying?
new versus maps.
Come on, we can't keep
new
judging
modes,
by the lowest
with
common
and
denominator. This is supposed to be greatness.
400 customization items.
Is that right?
We know Xbox is dog shit. Now get over it.
All right, I trust you. 400
Stop talking about Hillary Trump. Stop it. Come on, man.
We wanted to remind you guys
just saying,
that
you
you
gotta-
can
you
unlock
gotta
the
keep
key
that same
set just
energy.
by playing Gears
Shit.
5, but listen to me. You have to play it
have such
before
a high standard
October
for Sony.
28th.
We're not asking too much of you
Such a
here.
Well, we know Xbox is trash. We know it's trash.
And we had lost.
I don't even know what to look
long
forward
ago.
with
So
this.
it's a really good game, and
It's
you know
bad.
that's a bonus.
It's
And
horrible.
speaking
This
of
is
bonuses,
terrible
you know,
Scarlet.
you get
Hey,
7 days
all
of
of this is
Xbox
all-
Game Pass with
What? How?
All I
every
got to
specially
say
marked
is this,
can
you won't be
of
seeing me getting no
Rockstar
Scarlet
Energy drink.
anytime soon, not
And
with this
by golly,
damn
what a coincidence. It
microtransaction
just
they got
so
going.
happens that Gears 5 is on Xbox Game Pass.
All right, so
You're
if you
a
don't
cheap
have the game
motherfucker
already, you
anyway.
can get access to it for 7
Ain't no
days.
cheap, but
Unlock
look here,
Batista,
Sean. Let me tell
get
you
a nice
something.
caffeine
I
buzz
already
going,
signed-
and on top of that, you
Yoshida
get
already
this
has my
lovely
contract.
recyclable collection.
100% recyclable.
125
This design is
mil.
actually from UK-based
Well,
illustrator
not
Luke
exactly.
Priest,
1
who has
billion,
done
1
work for
billion.
Marvel,
Highest was the
Lucasfilm, and
contract now,
Metallica.
Sony.
So I'm
They
thinking
sure,
he's probably perfect for making
Hey, look, chat. I get it. I get it. Last of Us, Last of Us 2.
You can grab a
Last of Us 2 shits on anything Xbox has done. I get it. But stop jumping by the lowest common denominator. Next person I see doing that shit,
take a look at that.
I'm Jippet Z in line for your grandma. Straight up. Stop it.
Some brand new bundles.
Stop judging by the lowest common
These
denominator.
bundles are so new. They're shipping today.
All right, be careful. We're gonna have to put them in the truck. We've got.
They happy they beat up a 3-year-old. Stop it,
and
man.
Xbox
Hey,
One
this
X
shit like a
bundle
bad
that each
QVC
includes
commercial,
a
bro.
full download of the award-winning Forza Horizon and the very excellent Lego
It was just on
Championship
It was just on
expansion.
HSN
And for
just
those of you
a
that
couple
already
of
have
days
Xbox,
ago.
I control the Xbox from the controller.
Bit of a,
Hell,
God.
they
Well,
was
you
streaming
check it out.
website. They streaming website ain't even worth the shit either.
No,
Shit
listen,
bad,
listen.
bro.
Fuck this. Have they talked about XO?
Oh, they got this on their bundles and shit.
What about the XO? Like, they ain't showing no new games. Like,
Yeah, man.
No, I'm going to the XO. I want to go to
Hey,
the
Ghost Recon Breakpoint gonna be the best thing they show.
Let's take a look at what you can expect from this year's virtual event.
Let me when
He said that's the omen.
Like, do you see the direct
At noon Eastern US 4 with Lego Speed Champions? Are you fucking kidding me?
Time zone you
That's your bundles? That's
Hey,
your
this
fucking
shit
kid?
corny. Next year, look at this. Look at this. No, look at this.
Minecon Live from
Look at this.
anywhere
Lego
in the
fucking
world.
Forza. You got
Kicks off this
No,
Saturday,
come
September
look at this.
28th at 12 noon Eastern.
That is 9 a.m. here in the Pacific time zone.
And from Graham, it's 4 p.m.
Shit, look here, let me tell you something. All my fellow pony, it's time to beat these some bitches
And we
ladies.
certainly
Because
couldn't
boy,
forget
y'all
all
was
of our
talking
viewers
that
who
good
love
ass
Natalie
shit.
Yes, we are looking forward to seeing you bright and early on Australian
all that hot
Standard Time.
We over here watching an infomercial for 7-Eleven, man. What the fuck going on?
Goddamn QVC. Yeah.
Why you guys keep doing it?
And not only that, so now they got Avatar and shit. Hell, this is fucking embarrassing. Just fucking embarrassing.
We need the sandwich to pull the plug on these motherfuckers right now. Shit.
Hey, the chat said, shut the fuck up. They trying to see Minecraft.
Man, look here, man. Y'all wait. See y'all fucking
shit.
Minecon.
Let's be
They
honest.
are advertising Minecon. Oh my god.
Let's be honest. They shouldn't do these shows. State of play, and they shouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sean. Just give us the shit.
Just drop the motherfucker. Like Last of Us, you could drop it anywhere.
I ain't capping for nobody, man. These shows is dog shit, bro.
I'll tell the play wasn't dog shit, because we know it's
dog shit, bro.
Oh, there goes Z. Tropical.
There
goes
let me tell you
Z.
something.
No, it's just right here.
Please take your shoe off the counter, Larry, and most importantly,
That damn
you
Ghost
can grow
Recon.
a much bigger beard.
Oh no, that's not Ghost Recon. That's fucking Trop.
But even with the bushiest of beards, won't make
That's Z shit right there, bro. That's Z shit right there.
Who the fuck is Tropico?
Got you covered there.
Who the
That is
fuck
correct.
is
For the next few days,
fuck is
you can
Hyper
get the
Tropico?
special early bird price if you buy
Look at Z. Look at Z. He rolling up a blunt. He can't take this shit no more. He rolling up a blunt. Look, he can't take it.
Again, just a couple days, September
He's
26th.
rolling up right
It'll
now.
update to the final official
You better than pouring himself a
That's
damn
the
drink.
kind of
Because man,
savvy business dealing
y'all
that
damn
befits
these
a
Xbox
great
fanboys is
dictator
hurt. They
with
sick.
a thin
They
beard.
can't
Very
take it no
thin beard.
damn
If only we
more.
could do a little bit more for that.
All right, I guess we have
Hey,
something
for
to look
people
forward
saying
to for the next
they
show.
trash.
I do expect to
We
see.
already,
I think
people already
would
knew
like
what they
to
was
see
getting when they
at
came
XO,
into
Major
this. They
Nelson
weren't
with
looking
the
for
beard,
anything else
right?
but Last of
No,
Us
people
2.
don't care.
Plain and simple.
Okay, well, we may
Mission
not have
fucking
those bushy beards
accomplished.
just yet, but we
It's
do
not
have
accomplished.
grizzled stubble
Just drop it on this.
It was
working
mission
on that,
fucking
courtesy of
accomplished because
John
everybody knew what the hell they was
Bernthal
looking
and
for.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Kate, take us to Tough
Everybody knew they was looking for the damn Modern
And Larry,
Warfare campaign
words
and the
cannot convey
got
how delighted
story
I truly am to do
Last
just
of Us 2.
that.
That's all they
John
was looking for.
Bernthal is hot.
It didn't
It's
matter.
true. And if, like me,
They
you've
didn't
been
give a
waiting
damn
for
about
a
anything
little
else.
blood and talking
Just give me the
about
actual
listen,
fucking
you'll be able to very soon.
tickets
with
and
this.
stuff.
She kind of
Ghost
bad though.
Recon Breakpoint.
It's only by working
Oh
at the
shit, who said that?
that you can rise.
Cool man with the $4.99 said Major Nelson will take off again with the Last of Us 2 release, just like he did for God of War.
Oh, let me get this shit off my screen. Hold on, I don't want no problem with you, so hold on 1 second.
He said, "I want no."
Oh yeah. Fact.
Hey, Ubisoft was sending goons out to your place, man. Shit.
Man, Xbox
like
is
2K
fucking.
did with this one good person.
Hey, yo, this Ghost Recon is gonna be fire, bro.
Nah, it's gonna be trash.
Oh, you crazy?
It's gonna be trash.
You're crazy. Did you like Division 2?
Yep.
This is better than Division 2.
Well, why is it better when I can just play Division?
Yeah, Activision.
Because this is more
what?
More realistic. You can't. There is no run and gun aspect to this whatsoever. Did you play the closed beta?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You should know the difference, then. Shit, you can't try to go up in a campsite by yourself.
I don't care about realistically. I care about fun, nigga.
Hey,
Ghost Recon has straight away
contract
a loot system. Man, what is they trying to be Division without being Division? They selling you the same game.
This is a mix. This is a mix.
So you tell me there's no loot in the game?
No, there's loot in the game. No, this is more
just unlocking guns. What are you talking about?
The access to the loot, the gameplay loop is way more challenging and difficult. I find that shit fun. I don't find just shooting somebody and walking away fun. I want a challenge, mother. Shit.
I'd rather play Ghost Recon than Division.
Nah,
Hell, Division,
that's a nigga.
Division gets bored. I'll tell you this: you finish the main story of Division, you are bored the rest of the fucking time.
How you?
No, the Division's good. The Division's good, but this is not.
You go into the dark zone. You wash, rinse, repeat every fucking time. And ain't nobody got time for that.
Are you playing by yourself? That's why you talking like that.
So you can put the
No, I play with a group, and we all prefer Ghost Recon over that shit. That's just how it is.
Man, that shit looking spooky as fuck, dog. I'm gonna keep real with you.
When is Ghost Recon out?
The 4th.
And that shit gonna flop so hard, bro.
Cause people don't play Call of Duty.
No shit.
No, because hell, I believe hell. So many people were saying the same. Wildlands, right there.
Wildlands wasn't that good either.
No, Wildlands did well. Wildlands did real good.
Did very well.
See, y'all keep forgetting Ubisoft is big on PC too. Wherever they don't make on console, they make up on PC.
And I'll tell you this right now. I mean, shit, when the damn Division first goddamn dropped, that shit got so fucking boring so goddamn quick. Hell, it had all this goddamn hype, and hell, that shit didn't goddamn. For one, Division 1 just did not look all that. 2, it was just repetitive as shit until they started adding in all them little add-ons and shit from the DLC, and then finally fixed the damn game. But by then, the damn player base was already too low.
Yeah. One thing you gotta give you.
Floyd Mayweather, they got a beta that you can sign up for that. Go to Ubisoft.com and you can sign up for the Good and Evil 2 beta.
But one thing you gotta give to Ubisoft, they keep trying with the games though.
Say that again.
Part 2. With Ubisoft, they'll always give them a chance with the next game.
Yeah.
If the first one doesn't do good, they'll come with the second one.
Okay. Yeah, they'll keep
all the time. Now look at Watch Dogs. You know, they made 3 games of them.
And that Ghost Recon Future Soldier was trash.
Oh, you see AP the Shooter?
AP the Shooter says Xbox in the mirror like Buddy love you, gotta strut.
Buddy love.
Hey yo, this shit crazy though, man. I just tweeted Phil like, bro, why y'all keep doing these dog shit shows like
that?
Nigga,
how you feel about this shit? You kind of quiet, bro.
Oh, now my mic.
Shit trash.
This shit is
trash. I need to hear his opinion, man. Everybody was hyped for Last of Us. What's up with this inside Xbox, dog?
I don't think on some real shit. Here's the thing.
Keep that energy. Keep that energy.
I don't think.
Keep that same energy.
Probably besides GRG and RDX probably was hyped for this shit. Like I think everybody know what the fuck going on.
Everybody knew the same. You know, nigga lying when he starts stressing.
Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. You hear me?
The fact that they came after fucking, The Last of Us, like maybe they gonna show something. Like
there ain't nothing they can show. Yeah, there ain't nothing they showing.
Hitman, Felix the Reaper, After Party and Days. Get your ass somebody! I ain't about to watch all this dog shit. This shit is straight trash, bro.
Hey, I just came on a 30-minute mark. What they show so far?
Shit.
Like nothing.
17
Yeah, not a
games
damn
with
thing.
tropical
shit.
paradise in the Maldives.
That's what's left. Hitman 2, Felix the Reaper after party, and DayZ.
Events of the last New York experience, and probably ahead of the coconut, if I had to guess.
Like, Last of Us 2 was over. You know what I'm saying? It was just,
today for expansion pass.
but again, I'm done comparing to Microsoft. Microsoft is trash. It's like, I'm not. You beating up on the 3-year-old. We know you're gonna beat the 3-year-old. I want Sony bring that fire. Don't take your foot off the gas, bro.
This is Game Pass, though, right?
What the fuck's this?
Hitman, they got some new deal content for Hitman.
This is paradise. If you can
Have they talked about EXO when the tickets on sale?
Oh, bro, I have no idea. I would shit on them tickets. Somebody put them in my face. I shit on them.
Yeah.
I want to get them tickets, man.
from Providence partner accounts, all made out to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
Hopefully get into FanFest, get some free shit.
What does Haven do?
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities.
Hey, the State of Play had 140,000 people watching.
Disappear.
This shit has, Inside Xbox has 11,000 people watching.
God.
Yes.
God damn! Nobody trying to watch this bullshit. They don't want to believe it.
Xbox should just pack it up, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
It's over, man. Yeah, take y'all punk asses on. It's over.
Hit the reset button next gen, nigga.
Hey man, it's like motherfucking.
Haven Island is a true
It's just like that one song by Ray Charles. Bro,
by the company's
Jack,
founder,
and don't you
Tyson
come back.
Let me ask y'all a question. Because I think y'all looking past the point. Say if they didn't show Last of Us 2, but they showed everything else that they showed, would that have been a good state of play?
No.
Bro, State of Plays really ain't all that tight, bro.
No, bro, no. They done no fanfare this year at all, hardly. And if they would have showed what they showed,
when has State of Play ever knocked out the park?
Let me tell you right here, right now. Okay, y'all sitting there capping. Y'all sitting there capping for the man. Cause let me tell you guys, nobody came to go see the rest of them goddamn games. They came straight to see damn Last of Us. That's what I'm saying. It made State of Play a fucking win. People just came to go see Last
They should have just showed Last of Us. They should have showed a little bit more Last of Us. Fuck all that other bullshit. I'm not judging on Xbox.
Nobody gonna give a damn about anything else but Last of Us, Moss.
That's what I'm saying. Why waste your time with the other bullshit?
I'm gonna do this like this. Ain't nobody watching this dog shit, bro. Like, this is bad. Like, bro, listen, man. I'd rather watch paint dry.
It goes like this.
This is just bad.
What does Xbox even have to offer that they showed on this crap ass little show?
Look, bro, you keep judging. That's like that's like judging your SAT scores against a motherfucker that's slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already know Xbox is slow. You try to set the bar high for some good shit.
Thank you, Moss. That's damage control like a motherfucker.
What is damage control?
Just because Xbox trash. You
are giving Xbox an excuse.
I'm like, no, that's bullshit. No.
Yes, you are. Come on, man.
No. I said Xbox is trash. I'm not giving them a pass. This is garbage. But I'm saying we're not going to judge by the lowest common denominator and say just because you beating the slow kid is too tough.
Denominator, but we're looking at it like this too.
I'm looking at the package. I'm not looking to see if the package is less dinged up than the other one.
On the 24th, they were going to show the Last of Us. It just happened to be with the State of Play. They showed it during State of Play. They was like, hey, here's the Last of Us. All I'm saying is this: it's a win in they book. That's how I gotta say.
I don't care about they book. This is what I'm saying.
What they advertise.
Hold on, Trey. I don't care about their book.
Listen,
I care about my book as a gamer. I already don't have a good avenue with Xbox because they trash. I need PlayStation to bring it, not to take their foot off the pedal. That's what I'm saying. Y'all proving my point. How do they take about your book?
They already won the Daytona. They already won Daytona. Daytona
for me. Look, Daytona for me is not them beating Xbox. Fuck Xbox. I want the Heat as a gamer. Okay, y'all judging by the lowest common denominator.
But
y'all want to see a fight.
We have to look at it like this. We are at the tail
I don't care about that.
We're at the tail end of the
shit to be top notch.
There's nothing else to give. There's nothing else to give.
This is what I'm saying, man.
At the tail end.
Y'all sound like Trump still talking about Hillary. The election's over. It's time to show approve now, man.
Most pediments.
Shoot, we have Veggie 109. How big of an engagement numbers do we have to people getting their Elite Controller 2 in shower with their Xbox shower gel and a XO in the other hand? Xbox means business. What the fuck Xbox was you trying to give out with that?
Yeah, Xbox is trash, bro.
Is that Harry Helene with his encyclopedia?
I
think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. This shit is trash.
You know, have they talked about xCloud?
At the beginning of the
show.
Yep.
What does it say? 4 games 5, and only on 4 games and only on Android.
No, I've got Android anyway. That's fine. But how many games?
Thieves,
4.
Sea of
Dog
Thieves.
shit.
Gears 5. I'm sorry, Gears 5 and Halo 5.
Gears 5 is cool. Gears 5 is cool.
Oh damn! Floyd Mayweather got one for you, Trey.
When is the beta?
Please stop capping. Floyd, ain't nobody capping, bro. I'm just stating facts. Hell, y'all can go ahead and feel some type of way.
I want a 20. Give me a 20-minute
but at the end
trailer.
of the fucking day, Sony promised what the fuck they promised. Xbox clearly didn't show up. They just said, fuck
give me a 20-minute. Fuck all the bullshit.
Lay down on our back like we've been laying down for the past 6.5 years.
At least show me more than what you showed me before.
Sony show was 10 minutes to show you that shit, right? Microsoft shit is damn near 2 hours of nothing. So at least Sony got that shit out the way. 10 minutes, they didn't waste your time,
bro. I'm gonna say this in nauseum. Y'all keep comparing the shit sandwich to the cup of piss. Just because of the cup of piss. That is a good drink.
What the fuck
It
was going
don't mean it is a good drink. We ain't seen nothing hardly from Sony
at the tail end of the fucking
We ain't seen nothing from Sony for a year. We ain't seen nothing from Sony for a year. I should see more of Last of Us 2 than I've seen since the last time I saw it. You wasted my time with bullshit, then showed me Last of Us 2 at the tail end. We need to see more. Fuck Microsoft. Y'all keep having it as a zero-sum game. PlayStation is doing good as long as they're doing better than Microsoft. That's garbage to me. That's garbage to me.
These consoles are coming out later on next.
It don't matter.
PlayStation
killed it at the end of last gen. PlayStation killed it at the end of last gen. PlayStation killed it at the end of last gen. Who cares?
Last gen. They
needed
to do that. They needed to do that. They want to take your battles against the wall, man. What you expect?
Hold on, we're gonna do this right here.
Take your foot off the goddamn game.
Okay, hold on. What's that? Carlos Crespin said they need to stop with the boring interviews with these cheesy dialogues and bad jokes. Good point. At least Sony gets straight to the point. We're gonna do this, right? Because I can't take them more. I gotta go.
Keep that same
He's not gonna take it no more.
Keep that same energy.
Do that
shit. I was capping for what? Nigga, I'm a pony.
Dancing, son. Keep that same
energy. I'm a pony. What are you talking about? I'm a fraud and a pony. Let me check these in question.
They said Last of Us 2 broke me. Hey, Mensa candidates. Last of Us 2 was my game of show in 2018. In 2018, I said Sony did better than Xbox when everybody said the reverse. Try again. Y'all just judging by the lowest common denominator. I'm a gamer. Sony or Microsoft ain't sending me no check. Sony or Microsoft ain't sending me no check.
There is nothing else to prove.
Why these other motherfuckers somewhere leaving Sony?
They're
I'm not
getting ready
doing
for
it.
next gen.
I'm not doing it.
The lowest common denominator.
So I don't consider it fantastic just because they beat up the 3-year-old. Y'all want to cap for that? Y'all gonna do that?
Nah, you see, most what you doing? You giving Xbox the benefit of the doubt.
I ain't giving Xbox nothing. Xbox is trash. I said that 1,000 times.
Keep that same energy.
Hey,
I said that 1,000 times.
Hey, Sean, he said, Z, this show sucks.
The generation's over.
Wait, hold on. He said, Z, this show sucks. Please don't be under the bus. We're going to do this, right? We're going to intervene.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to take some, hold on 1 second. I'm going to intervene. I'm going to take a 30-minute break, and we're going to come back for the foolery and fuckery. I got to go take a shit. I got to throw up. and probably gonna beat my wife. This goddamn show was trash.
Leave the show alive. We'll carry on. You can take
Nah, fuck that.
Nobody gonna take this shit.
Hey, bro. Hold up. I need to let this shit soak in. I need to get high on my own supply.
Yeah.
And I listen. This is bad. Hold up.
Yeah.
You actually thought that the outcome was going to be anything better?
Oh no, sir, no. Who told you that? Those are
so
my
why
words.
are you surprised that it's bad? Xbox been shitty this whole gen. You shouldn't be surprised, bruh.
Not this whole gen. They had the first 2 years.
Man, this whole gen, they been.
Yeah,
my thing is like, what did you think they were going to show? Like they just showing third parties.
Well, no, this is okay.
All I'm saying is this:
the fact that they went after The Last of Us 2, right? Because I didn't even know it was going to be. You thought maybe they would show something, and they're still talking about the same dog shit.
Hold on, Z. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you believe a whale swallowed a man?
Oh hell no. Hey, bro, listen. Here's the thing. I'm not that guy. Listen, I think you listen here, bro. I think so. What happened? No. Those things you gotta say that shit for post. I don't give a fuck about the Xbox. I know that they're dog shit. I've been telling you that shit since 2017. But what I'm saying is how they can be so clueless. Sony just showed the goddamn biggest game maybe of this generation, and you followed it up with this shit here. Don't even do a show. That's what the fuck I'm bugging about.
You didn't even go to E3 and they won. Yeah. That's just letting you know Xbox is straight.
Hey my man record Prince said my sister heard you a wife. Hey nah, babe, listen, Perez, I ain't a fighter. I'm a lover, man.
Yeah, we not. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Z do that shit.
Let's go one dance for your sister. When you feel in your body, you feel somebody.
Hey, yo, Post up, man. Keep that same energy. Where you at, Post up?
Yeah, Post ain't here, but we gonna come back.
Yeah.
This shit
We're
here trash.
better than that. Keep that same 17-minute energy. Where you at?
I gotta go.
This nigga been playing Mario for 40 years, and he talking about.
What are you talking about?
Oh shit!
Hey, no, we gonna come back in 30 minutes.
He heard all that trouble. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Ladies, we gonna come back in 30 minutes. I gotta get some these. This is some dog shit.
I keep hearing this hallway lover.
Leave the show live.
Yo, Post up. What was